What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now I'm super excited to be making this one because boy, do people always annoy me with this. Credit cards versus debit cards. I mean, credit cards versus debit cards.
Wow!
This is my Apple credit card here. I love using credit cards. Now I hate using, well, okay, this is a debit card right here and this is a credit card.
Wow! Wow!
It might be hard for you to see, and of course I don't want you to see my information, so this is most likely gonna be blurred. Sorry, you can't go buy McDonald's with my information. Anyways, so I hate using debit cards. Matter of fact, let's throw this away. Now, I grew up in West Africa, specifically in Mali. We only use cash, or in very, very rare instances, we have some debit cards. Now, we have no credit cards whatsoever. It might exist, but only for the very, very few VIP exclusive people. If you happen to live in Mali by any chance and you know someone who has a credit card, please comment down below in the comment down below in the comment section so that we could have a quick chat, because who has a credit card in Mali? Come on. Then when I got my first credit card, I was blown away. I didn't even understand why people were using their debit cards anymore. I mean, there are so many disadvantages to using your debit cards. I mean, think about it for a second. Now, it wasn't until I got my first credit card that my mind just went, why? Why are people still using debit cards? I mean, don't get me wrong, there are uses for debit cards and sometimes you can go around it, but you should always be using your credit card whenever possible. For those of you who've been living on Mars for the past, I don't know, 150 to 200 years, let me go over what exactly a credit card is and what a debit card is. Now, a debit card is essentially the amount of cash you have. It's all the cash you have condensed into a little plastic card. Now, if you lose that plastic card, it's like you lost all of your money. Now, sure, you could go ahead and call your bank and they could, give you another card. But if someone was to go ahead and pick up your card, or whoever stole it was to use it, they're using your money. Credit cards, on the other end, are the bank's money. Now, that's not your money, but it's a line of credit that's open in your name that you can use whenever you want. When you go to the grocery store and you swipe your credit card, the bank is paying for that, and they expect you to pay that money back by the end of the month or whenever your payment is due. And that's how credit cards work pretty much. You're using somebody else's money to buy stuff, and then they expect you to pay them back. And if you don't pay back, they charge you interest. But they never charge interest if you pay on time, which is what you should always do. Now that you know what a credit card is and what a debit card is, let me explain to you why I hate using my debit card. And it's because of four major reasons, or four major benefits credit cards offer that debit cards don't. Now, the first biggest reason why I love using my credit card over my debit card is because of purchase protection. Say, for instance, someone stole your credit card and they made unauthorized purchases. They go to McDonald's, they go to, I don't know why I keep using McDonald's as an example. Trust me, I don't really go to McDonald's every day. I don't like the food, except their chicken nuggets. That's pretty cool. But anyway, if they were to make a purchase at, I don't know, a fast food restaurant, they go to Apple and buy that brand new iPhone 11 Pro Max. Are you gonna pay for that? No, I doubt it, because you probably can't even afford it. It's so expensive. But the point of what I'm trying to say is, if the fraudulent transaction was done on a credit card, you would only be liable for up to $50. So basically what I'm saying is, if the thief goes ahead and steals your card and goes to the Apple store and tries to buy that new iPhone 11 and they actually succeed in purchasing it, then you realize on your banking statements that, oh my God, I never bought this iPhone. And you want, that money refunded back to your credit card. Just call up your credit card issuer, tell them, what happened, and the maximum they can, charge you is $50. That's it. You won't have to pay that extra $1,000 or $2,000 or kidney, however much it costs. But if you're lucky enough to report it to your bank before any fraudulent transactions are made, you're liable for $0. So you don't have to pay anything at all. All the money would be refunded back to your account. But God forbid, okay, God forbid the thief took your debit card, okay, and he went to the Apple store to buy that brand new iPhone. If you could report it, before he does buy that iPhone, sure, you'll pay $0. They'll give you back the money. If you wait more than 48 hours, you could be liable for up to $500. So you never ever want to misplace your debit card, because once that money is gone, it usually takes a very long time to get it back, or it's a very difficult process that you do not want to go through. But if they go ahead and make a fraudulent transaction on your debit card and you do not report it within 2 days, you are liable to pay up to $500. And I don't know, maybe you're Bill Gates and you have a couple $1,000,000 in your bank account and you don't notice it. Well, the bank will not even let you get any of that amount back if you don't report it within 60 days of obtaining your statement. So my point is, try not to carry your debit card around everywhere, okay? And if you do, make sure to keep an eye on it, because if someone steals your debit card, that's your cash that's gone. Now, the second reason, probably one of the biggest reasons why I use my credit card over my debit card, is because of the sweet cashback and points it gives you. Essentially what that is whenever you make a purchase with the card, the issuer of the card pays you for using their card to make the purchase. Anyway, you could be buying McDonald's, any type of fast food, electronics, online shopping, gas, anything like that. You get percentages back on all of those purchases when you use credit cards. Now, it's going to vary by card. If you love buying, if you love going to restaurants or eating fast food and stuff like that, there are cards like the Capital One Saver, I believe it's called. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. And if you love a bunch of different categories, some cards offer a bunch of different categories, like the Bank of America Cash Rewards card. I actually have that card, so you can have up to 3% on a category of your choice and 2% on groceries, 1% on everything else you buy, and it's unlimited. Well, the 1% part. Now, that is going to vary by card, but the whole point is you don't get these benefits on a debit card. Now, the third reason why I love using my credit cards over my debit card is because of theft protection and accidental damage. Now, I feel like a lot of people don't really take advantage of this, or most people don't even know it's a benefit they have on their credit cards. So basically what this is, say, again, you go and buy that brand new iPhone 11 Pro Max and you pay for it using your kidney. Wouldn't you want to keep it safe? You don't know who's lurking out there, but imagine somebody, I don't know, a wild boar a wild boar comes out of nowhere and just charges at you and you drop your iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now that would suck. I would not want a wild boar to charge at me. I don't know why I had that example, but anyway, that's accidental damage. And some cards, depends on which one it is, again, you have to check with your card issuer to see what benefits you have on there, but most of them will cover accidental damage, or in case someone steals it. And you can have this protection from 90 days to 120 days, depending on your credit card company. Last but not least, you have credit score. Now, this should be the biggest reason why you have a credit card, and that is to obviously build your credit score. By simply having a credit card, you're helping your score improve over time, because the longest you have that account open, the longer the average age of your credit history, and the higher your score goes. Now, I made a video not long ago on how to build your credit score or how to keep it healthy. Make sure to check it out. I'll leave the link down below in the description if it's not recommended at the end of this video. But by simply having that credit card, you're helping your score grow over time. And the more of them you get, the better your score. It might hurt your score at first when you get the credit card, because chances are you'll get a hard inquiry on your report. But over time, that hard inquiry will stop affecting your score, and after 2 years, it'll completely go away. Now, a lot of people think that having a credit card automatically means you're going to pay high fees and high interest on everything you buy. That is simply not true. You can pay fees and interest, but that's only if you don't pay your balance at the end of the month. Now, when you're using your credit card, you should only be paying for things you have the money for. Never buy something for $1,000 when you only have $500 in your account. Make sure to pay your statement balance in full at the end of every month. That way, you will not get charged any interest whatsoever. So just to recap here, credit cards allow you to have purchase protection, they give you insurance on your purchases, they build your credit history, and they give you sweet points and cashback and tons of other benefits. On the other hand, debit cards only give you limited amount of protection against theft, and they basically don't give you any form of insurance. Some might have it, but certainly not as cool as credit cards do. It definitely does not build your credit history, and cashback and points are very rare on a debit card, pretty much non-existent. So stick to your credit cards and get those sweet points. But anyways, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you like content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or any other tips on how I could improve my videos, or if you have any questions, type it down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.